Hi, BKOP family. Once again, welcome to our remote Sunday school edition. I hope you're staying safe and following all the rules. But do you know what today is? It's a very special day in Christendom and all around the world. I'm going to give you a hint. It has to do with a donkey and some palms, lots of palms. Think about it. One more minute. If you said Palm Sunday, you are correct. Give yourself a round of applause. Boys and girls, it was on a day like today that Jesus went up to a big city of Jerusalem from Galilee where he lived. It was the first day of the week. And what do we call the first day of the week? Sunday. Sunday is known as the first day of the week in Israel and in many countries around the world. So, Jesus sent 2 disciples to a village to get a donkey to ride on. Now, this was a prophecy that was told hundreds of years earlier. Do you know what a prophecy is? Well, a prophecy is to tell about something before it happens, sometimes hundreds of years before. Let's follow our story in Matthew chapter 21, verse 5 through 11. I'll give you a moment to find it. Hi again, boys and girls. I trust you now have found Matthew chapter 21, and we're going to read from verse 6. Verse 6 reads as such. The disciples went and did as Jesus had instructed them to do. They brought the donkey and the colt and placed their cloaks on them for Jesus to sit on. A very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, and others cut branches from the trees and spread them on the road. The crowds that went ahead of him and those that followed shouted, Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest heaven. When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city was stirred and asked, Who is this? The crowds answered, This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth and Galilee. Let's just read verse 11 again. The crowds answered, This is Jesus. Let's say that together. This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth in Galilee. So here ends our reading of our lesson for today. And let's go back to verse 9. And verse 9 says, The crowds that went ahead of him and those that followed shouted, Hosanna to the Son of David. Boys and girls, do we know what the word Hosanna means? Boys and girls, Hosanna means adoration and praise. So let's plug those in the verse 9, and it reads, Adoration to the Son of David, praise in the highest heaven. So boys and girls, let it be understood that there were children, there were kids, and there were teenagers that were a part of this great celebration. Jesus was their king, and today Jesus is our king as well. And we want to just spread our hearts out so that Jesus is able to come into our hearts and be ruler over our lives. So boys and girls, on this Palm Sunday, we celebrate as Jesus rode into Jerusalem as King. Remember, Jesus is the King. We know today that you might not have palms because, granted, we cannot go outside, but you might have a scarf that you can use and just take it and wave as we celebrate this great day. This Palm Sunday, we celebrate Jesus as King. He is King of all kings, and we want to celebrate him, and we are not going to let our isolation stop us from celebrating Jesus because he is the King. And we celebrate him today. So come on, go get that scarf and let us go celebrate. Do a little walking around your apartment and sing hallelujah. Hosanna to the King of all kings. Hosanna to the Son of David. Because Jesus is the King. So remember, boys and girls, stay safe and wash those hands. Wash them really well. ABC twice. No touching of the eyes. No touching of the nose. And oh no, not the mouth. Be safe and God bless you all.
Lord, I lift your name on